Hello everyone, I am Yan, your favorite friendly Frenchman, and let me ask you something. Do you find junior coasters boring too? Well, let me tell you something. You're wrong. The Vekoma Junior Coaster is now part of Planet Coaster 2 thanks to the Sorcery Pack DLC. So let's build one, shall we? And just before we do, let's take a moment for you to like and subscribe. We're very close to 7,500 subscribers, and once we reach that goal, you can expect a new contest to happen on the channel. Junior coasters are actually really fun to build because they're challenging in their own way. Picture this, they're not very high, not very long, and must not be too intense in order not to frighten the kids. All that they are not is precisely why they're interesting. I find restrictions so fun to work with, and trust me, I know restrictions very well. I'm a console player. How does one come up with a good junior coaster layout then? Well, it's actually pretty easy. You simply want to make sure that it's going to make kids familiar with little doses of positive and negative G-forces, all of that while taking into account the restrictions I've talked about earlier. That is what I've done here. We start with a 14-meter tall lift hill, bringing us into a 270-degree turn that leads into our first drop underneath the crest of the lift hill. This is where we introduce the kids to weightlessness, and then we have the introduction of positive forces with the following upwards helix. After that, we have a calmer turn until the train reaches another bump of weightlessness, ending in another turn full of positives. Finally, we have what I call this coaster's happy ending. 2 bumps of actual airtime, albeit very weak ones, with 2 moments of negative 0.1 G until we hit the brake run. A very short and compact coaster, obviously, but it's all about what you do with it, not its size. Don't underestimate it because it still goes as fast as 50 kilometers an hour and pulls decent forces to introduce the little ones to such forces. It really blurs the line between junior and family coasters, which I think is the best way to inspire new little enthusiasts. But with our layout done, it's time for a short poem to go with the custom supporting of this little coaster. Supports are gray. Coasters are fast. Supports just took half a day, so this montage will not last. Yeah, this coaster was actually pretty simple to custom support because it's not very tall and it's very short. I think the most interesting part of that process, much like in the previous standalone coaster video in fact, was figuring out how to support it all while still making sure to have safe clearance for the riders. And of course, let's not forget the transfer track for later, because uncharacteristically, this coaster will be able to run 2 trains. Feel free to remove one once you download the blueprint though. Speaking of trains, I've lightly customized the trains because this would not be where the majority of the budget would be spent with that coaster type if you look at recent ones like Yeti Trek at Santa's Village for example. I've simply made some exhaust pipes, put the name at the front, our coaster's called Pumpkin Patch Express by the way, and of course this little pumpkin is now riding the coaster with us and living its best life. It's here because it's fun, but also because we have a little story for our little coaster, so how about we put the finishing touches to the project with some spooky theming. There we are. Let me welcome you properly to Pumpkin Patch Express, a farm where poltergeists have possessed pumpkins and commandeered the farmers' wagons to race around the area. This is why this cheeky pumpkin is having so much fun. Of course, I'm a big advocate of show don't tell, so you'll see hints of this little story around the area, like a good as new wagon in the queue and a couple of crashed ones in a tree and the station. Naturally, you can imagine that pumpkins are not very good at driving wagons, so this is supposed to create a full sense of danger even though the coaster is perfectly safe. And of course, 'tis the season to be spooky, so I decided to use autumnal colors and pumpkins aplenty. The latter are custom made with basic shapes and are dotted around the farm to make it a proper pumpkin patch as the name of the coaster implies. The station, despite being pretty standard with clutter and all, is definitely very pretty, and we have tiny details like numbered rows, shelves, a custom operator booth, a ride description board, and finally my favorite detail, the waving pumpkin that waves at you as you leave the station. On top of that, this is not just a ride, this is the whole area. We have a ride photo kiosk near the exit because as a parent I would love to buy a photo of my kid's first coaster ride. Then on the plaza near a crooked fountain we have pumpkin spice potions for all of you Starbucks lovers, and finally behind the station the maintenance building is now hooked to the pathing. But now that we've taken a look at everything you're getting with this spooky blueprint, how about we go for a ride on Pumpkin Patch Express. And now for the spooky vibes of the Halloween season, let's have a ride at night as well. So, do you still find Junior Coasters boring? I guess you'll have to let me know in the comments, and if you've enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like to your Frenchman and subscribe to his channel. Oh, you've already subscribed to the channel? Well, how about becoming a channel supporter then? You'll be the first to see the next spooky video in early access, see progress updates from upcoming projects, and of course get your names in my parks and at the end of my videos like the legends you're seeing here. VIP supporters even get all that plus exclusive shorts where I explain my progress updates fresh out of the oven and a VIP Discord channel to chat with me and follow my progress daily. You'll find the link to join the supporters in the description. Naturally, you can download this blueprint right now and use it in your park thanks to this share code, but remember that you'll need the Sorcery Pack in order to do that. Thank you so much for watching my video. This has been Yan, your favorite friendly Frenchman, and as always, you've been awesome, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.